The pen fell from his hand. His fingers trembled as he flipped the final page of the contract, eyes fixed on the impossible clause staring back at him. It wasn't just a typo. It wasn't a clerical error. It was betrayal, bold, inked, and legally binding. Mark Kessler, the silent billionaire CEO and majority shareholder of Kessler Motors, stood rooted at the center of his own dealership's conference room, reeling from the shock. The contract he was supposed to sign that morning to expand the company's global footprint had been altered. His signature was missing, yet the deal had already been sealed in his name. Before we continue, if you are watching our video for the first time, please bless and support us by hitting that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified for more, share to friends and loved ones who love respect and justice no matter the cost. Where are you watching from? Please tell us in the comments. We love seeing how far our story goes. And to our constant viewers, loyal commenters, and amazing subscribers, thank you for being the engine that powers this platform. You are deeply appreciated. Mark adjusted his charcoal suit, masking his internal chaos. The buzz of the showroom continued beyond the glass walls, as unaware staff sold cars under the glowing Kessler Motors logo. But behind this clear partition, the foundation of everything he had built over 2 decades was trembling. A voice broke the tense silence. "Is there a problem, Mr. Kessler?" asked Gina Moretti, the head of legal operations, her voice crisp, eyes steady behind her black-rimmed glasses. Mark turned slowly. His silence said everything. Gina crossed her arms. Her smirk was slight, subtle enough to be deniable, but sharp enough to draw blood. "How long?" Mark asked, voice calm but taut. "How long what? How long have you been forging my authority?" Gina's expression didn't falter. She leaned forward, hands on the table. "You're always so busy, Mark. Delegation is key for someone of your stature. You taught us that. I simply ensured progress didn't stall. The board supports it." "The board doesn't own 52%. "I do," he replied, eyes narrowing. "Yet this deal gives controlling interest to outside investors. Without my approval." Gina's silence confirmed it. The trap had been set. The ink was dry. And Mark had walked in just seconds too late. But Mark Kessler hadn't made his billions by being soft. He turned, walked to the tinted window, and gazed at the lot. There, a young woman was being shouted at by a floor manager. She clutched a yellow folder to her chest, visibly shaken. A man nearby, possibly her father, stood in disbelief, watching as the manager's finger jabbed the air. "You're lucky I don't call security. You people think you can just walk in and—" Mark's blood boiled. The man in the blue suit, Alex, his longest-serving sales manager, had always had an edge, but this was pure venom. "You people!" Mark repeated under